you want.
You are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it. What?
At Tanagra, when the walls fell. We're doing this show gangster style today.
I like it.
I'm not going to touch mine.
Dan, good. You cannot. This is Dan.
And that terrifies me, by the way. He's got a big, open container that he's, wobbling around the... technically, it's not open.
Wobbling. Mount Rushmore, things that wobble.
Weebles.
Weebles wobble.
Yeah.
What else wobbles?
A drunkard.
A drunkard wobbles. A beach ball that's 1/3 full of water.
Correct.
Have you ever done that before?
Oh, that's fun. That's
Definitely
fun.
wobbles.
Yeah.
And
a toddler.
A toddler wobbles. There it is.
Toddler and drunkard, a lot alike.
They're synonymous.
The
in
Venn
many
diagram.
ways.
It's actually completely overlaid.
There's no difference. Yeah, no, that all checks out.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
I mean, they spill things on themselves when they eat. They're wobbling. They fall
They're not
down sometimes.
consistent sleepers.
They slur their words.
They get day-night confusion.
Yeah. Yeah. Always crying or laughing or both.
Or it's just like a mad swing from one to the other.
Yeah. Checks out.
They're hard to predict. Yep. How are you doing today, Jason?
I'm doing good. So just starting off, we've got Jesse back this week.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well, that remains to be seen. So I just in the comments, I would be curious if people partook of the episodes that Jesse was not included in.
Right.
Then comment which is better.
Was there a difference?
Or without Jesse?
Should we keep Jesse or cut him loose?
Yeah.
I think we all know the answer to that. We don't have to say it.
Agreed.
I agree.
But
and I agree that we don't have to say
yeah.
it.
I think you know that we know.
Yeah, and you also know that I know that you know that I definitely know.
Oh, I know.
Listen, Dan and I had a beat-down, drag-out conversation. I said, listen, I'm not coming back unless you double my pay.
And I did.
And he did. So, again...
You got 2 LaCroix in that glass.
2 is the normal. Now he gets 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so midway through the show, I'm going to have to, cut out
But
to
Jason,
get
it's
the other 2.
okay because one time he bought an 8-pack of LaCroix and put it in there and immediately drank 4.
Not even a 12. He bought the 8.
Yeah.
That's all they had, okay? I was at the normal store, not the fancy store.
I get mine at Big Lots. That's not fancy.
You're poor.
So I saw this whole Midwestern. Now, let's start off with this. We're Midwesterners at heart.
I would say so.
For those at home, because not everyone knows what Midwestern means. So where would you say are the geographic borderlines of the Midwest?
I think it starts at Pittsburgh.
Okay.
All
right.
Because I think anything east of Pittsburgh is East Coast.
And even Pittsburgh's cutting it close.
Well, I think they're more of the blue collar steel town.
Sure.
Yeah, they're the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey, come on. What are we talking about?
Right. So it starts at Pittsburgh. It doesn't go south very far.
Doesn't go further south than
West Virginia.
No. It does not go to West Virginia, and it doesn't go to Kentucky.
No.
Even there are that southern part
it's the Ohio
of
River.
Ohio.
It's the Ohio River.
So the Ohio River is the southernmost part of it.
Then it cuts straight across. Then you got your Indianapolis and your St. Louis and your Chicago's.
Then it does go up into Wisconsin,
Minnesota. I would classify all that. The
As
Great Lakes
far
region.
west as Iowa.
St. Louis for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Iowa would probably consider themselves Midwestern.
Sure, they'd like to.
I don't think Iowa. I don't think I would consider Iowa.
You know what
Midwestern.
Iowa stands for? Idiots out walking around. So
that checks out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the extreme limit. Then you're getting into the mountain region and out west, and
we're Midwesterners at heart, and I am I connect with the Midwestern sensibility.
yes.
Would you say you do?
I would think so.
I apologize for things. So I got I want to talk about Midwesterners for a little bit. So first of all, I was at a coffee shop this week.
I think I would fit in with East Coast people.
Yes. No, I think your sensibility is more East Coast.
Yeah.
You're more kind of in your face, more blunt.
Confrontational.
You look like you enjoy clam chowder.
I love clam
I
chowder.
do like clam
Listen,
chowder.
And that's a total East Coast thing.
New England clam chowder, right?
What are we talking about?
Yeah, of course.
Mount Rushmore of chowders. Clam chowder. Corn chowder.
Louder with chowder.
Steven Chowder and David Chowder, the David Chowder band. So I like chowder.
I've
been reading
chowder.
Moby Dick, and there's this whole scene when he's in Nantucket, and when he shows up, before he takes off, he goes to this inn, and they bring him out this chowder, and he's like talking about how good it is, and I'm like, I'm reading it on my Kindle at like midnight in my bed. I'm like, if I had some chowder right now, I would consume some chowder.
There's a joke about Nantucket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it goes.
There once was a man from Nantucket. I think it's a poem. Actually.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just listened to 30 for 30 ESPN. The longest game.
Oh, that's
was
a good
played
one.
in Nantucket.
That's a good one.
So
anyway,
sorry.
Anyway.
Midwestern. I'm more of an East Coast. I would say more like Maine.
So
Maine.
What are you talking about?
Cavaco.
You're like Philadelphia.
Am I?
Yeah, like rude.
Okay.
So I was Jesse was talking about a homeschool beforehand. How his son flashed himself in school.
He flashed everybody.
He flashed everybody.
The teacher was furious.
And the teacher was mad. So anyway, so he was talking about that. But Maddox, it's we all had weird junior years in high school. So
you flashed everybody too.
Multiple
times.
And when I was a kid, when I was little, because you would put me up to it.
That was one of my favorite things ever.
Yeah, I was easily manipulated.
Still am.
Really, honestly, more than I'd like to admit. So anyway, my kids are homeschooled. Well, Levi's out of the house. Sad moment.
Good riddance.
Honestly, our food bill has been much less, so I'm not complaining about that. And he also did this thing where he had his own car, but he would take our van sometimes. And he's like, I'm just going to take the van. I'm like, yeah, that's because you don't put gas in it.
Well, yeah, because his car was on E. And
he wanted to take my van. I'm like, whatever. So that's not happening anymore. So he's gone, but the girls are homeschooled. And this week they said, Dad, do you think one day if you could do like work out of the office, do you think you could take us to Columbus? We could go to a coffee shop and something, and we could work there.
Twist your arm.
I know, that's right up my alley. Sure,
pretentious coffee shop.
So I went to Staff's in Victorian Village.
Okay.
Victorian Village?
Not German Village.
I like the Staff's in German Village. It's not quite as pretentious as the one in Victorian Village.
Yeah.
The one in German Village is a little bit more down to earth. I'm like, I don't know.
A little too common for me.
I don't know. I'm going to run into the common man here. So I went to Victorian Village. It's this
Here's
old
the thing. I don't even know where that's at.
Victorian
I know where
Village?
German Village is. I don't know where Victorian Village is.
We don't want you to know.
Okay.
You're out of the loop on purpose.
out of the loop. German Village all day.
Conversations have been had about how we don't want you to know where Victorian
My picture
Village
is posted in places. Don't let this guy in.
So, anyway, we go to Victorian Village to Staff's. It's this old church that they turned into a coffee shop. It's super cool and as pretentious as you think it is. And so we were there. There's lots of good seating and stuff, and so we're just doing our stuff. And I'm sitting there doing my thing.
On your MacBook.
I'm a MacBook, so I don't want anyone to know it's an Air, I want them to think it's a Pro. So
You got some stickers that you put on there that make it look like a Pro.
Make it look like a Pro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Anyway, I'm sitting there doing my thing, beep, bop, boop, bop, and there's a guy sitting to my left, off the, to my left a little bit, and out of his pocket, while he's sitting there, his wallet fell out of his pocket. And so I'm like, it fell on the ground. He's sitting there reading. He'll probably see it, but what if he doesn't and I forget? So I'm just gonna, let him know. So he has headphones on and he's just sitting there like working, and you could tell he's like into it. He's
How old is this guy?
I would say he's in his 20s, big black guy, real big guy.
Okay.
Looks like a football player. Is that racist? It's just his size. It looks like a
Probably.
football player. Anyway, I'm not racist. So I don't think I am, or I am, or we all are. I don't know, whatever. So
You're just defining who he is.
So I didn't want to like surprise him, be like, hey, You know what I mean? So I kind of I pick up the wallet behind him and
like real sneakily,
I crawled up. Anyway, so
peeling it open, seeing if anything's in there.
Get a little finder's fee. So I put my hand on his shoulder. I was like, kind of like this thing, what I mean? He kind of looks over. I'm like, hey, sorry, I'm sorry. You dropped your wallet. I'm apologizing, and I sat down. I was like,
sorry.
I was like, what is wrong with me? And he's like, oh, thank you so much. I was like, yeah, man, don't worry about it. Yeah. But I was like, sorry. I was like saying, I'm sorry.
So this is funny. So a guy at work just this week, earlier, I think Monday, walking through the break room, he's going to the vending machine, had his wallet out, pulled out some money, put his wallet back, and dropped a $5 bill. So, I mean, obviously I want to just take it.
Obviously.
But instead of apologizing, hey, you dropped a $5.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
See, you're a Easterner. You were born in the wrong state.
I was.
I apologized. I was like, I'm sorry. You lost your...
What the heck? You're just throwing your money around everywhere?
Man, gosh. And he was very thankful, and it was a little moment, and then I sat back down at my MacBook, with my Americano. I got an Americano, whatever, And I sat down and I thought, what is wrong with me that I apologized?
Well, you apologize. I'm sorry to bother you, but it appears as though you've dropped your wallet.
Yeah, but that's not the way I said it. I was like, oh, you dropped your wallet. Sorry. And I must have said it like 3 times. I don't know. I was very nervous about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And and I realized that that's the Midwesterner coming out of me. And then I was reading this thread about people from the Midwest, and one of the things that was really funny. It was like the Midwestern way to accept a compliment is by letting the person, like if they're complimenting something that you are wearing, is by letting the person know that you got it on sale.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, I like that shirt. Oh, thanks. I got it real cheap at Kohl's. So yeah. It was like half off. So, and because you don't want them to like think that you're like, it's almost like a passive aggressive thing.
Yeah.
To compliment somebody's, hey, that's a nice shirt.
Right.
And then you have to defend yourself by saying, well, I didn't spend that much money on it.
It's not that nice.
I got it. It was like half off at Kohl's.
Yeah, it's North Face,
in the clearance
but I didn't buy
section.
it at full price.
I know it's North Face, but I mean, I got it from a guy.
Yeah.
I think it's,
I do that. I have a Carhartt shirt that Shelby bought at like Bass Pro or something like that, or Bass Pro labeled Carhartt, and she found it at Goodwill.
Yeah.
It was like a $5 shirt.
Yeah.
Originally, the original tag was on. It was like $75 or something. Like I didn't pay $75 for it.
And somebody said, hey, nice shirt. And I got it at Goodwill.
My wife got it at Goodwill.
Thanks, I got it at Goodwill.
Yeah. Still had the tags on it.
I think it's an age thing. Because I'm starting to realize, so we've talked about this. I buy stuff at Goodwill, and then I sell the stuff online for a profit.
Right. Yeah.
Well, sometimes, actually,
like
camera
the shirt
on me.
you're
Is
wearing
the camera on me right now? This?
Still working.
This? Found it at Goodwill.
Yeah.
This is probably like $120 hoodie.
I would have never guessed that.
It was you found it it was worth $100 or whatever before you started wearing it every day. I've literally,
I know.
Since you bought it, not seen you not wearing it.
Every time someone compliments me, I'm like, hey, thanks. Found it at Goodwill.
You're proud of
$5.
it. Yeah.
I'm so proud of it.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, it was like, I would have probably lied.
You'd be ashamed.
And been like, oh, yeah, it's only like $120.
Whatever.
So there's this great video. I need to send it to you, Jesse, because I think you would find it hilarious. In, like, I think it was either New York or California, this group of people went to Payless Shoes, bought a bunch of generic shoes, put
I've
them, like,
this.
in Beverly Hills or, some upscale thing, and, like, repackaged them and, like, put $800 price tags on them. And they were like a $20 pair of shoes.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
People...
It's genius.
People were pulling them out and looking like, oh, man, look at the quality on this. This is amazing.
I love that video.
And they put it on there. Oh, it's so comfortable. And you're proud. Like, you'd be proud to wear this. Oh, yeah. These fantastic shoes.
Yeah.
And
it's totally believable. I don't
totally
believe that it was a setup at all because people are that stupid pretentious.
Yeah. But that's West Coast.
You got to know one.
Yeah.
You got to be one to know one. So,
but
that's
that's West Coast.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
You're a little West Coast in me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you're not Southern. You didn't skin your own shoes.
No, I'm not Southern. I'm at my heart. I'm Midwesterner. I'm a self-hating Midwesterner.
Yeah, well, most of us are.
So I found this other thing. It's how to speak Midwesterner, and I want you to tell me if this checks out for you. So I'm going to say the phrase. I'm going to say what it means.
Okay.
Okay. So no, yeah. What do you think that means?
Yes.
Yes. So no, yeah means yes.
No, yeah.
What about yeah, no?
No.
Yeah, no.
What about yeah, no, for sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely is what it says. Yeah, I mean, that's like even you're taking it up a little bit. Yeah. What about yeah, no, yeah? So here.
No, that'd be a no.
So, well, this is saying, I'm sorry, unfortunately, the answer is yes.
Okay,
so,
yeah, I see that.
Hey, have you had a cold?
Yeah, no,
yeah. No, yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry, unfortunately. And then there's no, yeah, no, which is, oh, yeah, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know, something like, hey, man, thanks for picking me up when I needed a ride.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. Yeah. And then the obvious ones are whelp.
Whelp
is an exclamation
it's time
before
to leave.
it's time to go.
Yeah. Whelp.
And you got to smack your knees.
Yeah.
Whelp. And then ope is a shorthand apology. It's just ope. Whenever you're
number
walking
of times
through,
I've caught myself saying ope and then saying, why did I just say ope?
Yeah.
And it's
as a foreigner to Midwesterner, but one that's now been in it for a while, I showed Erica this, and she was laughing out loud because she gets it now.
Yeah.
She sees it.
Because she's an outsider.
The mental disease that is the Midwestern mentality.
Now, what's unique about Marion is I think Marion is far more sarcastic
that's
than
true.
most Midwest.
I would say that's true.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Have you ever said ope by yourself? Like if you're driving
all
in the
the
car?
time.
Ope. What? Who am I communicating with?
Yeah. No, I do that. I do that all the time.
Do you talk to yourself out loud?
Typically, no.
Jesse, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
I'm not proud about it.
Yeah. For me, it's like, what am I doing? Like, that's the phrase I catch myself saying out loud. What am I doing?
Do I really not have any friends? No, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Well,
the whelp is a definite
whelp
thing.
is a thing. Ope is a thing.
Well,
yeah,
whelp
no, yeah
also
is a
associate
thing.
like you lean up, like you start to stand up. You actually don't stand
And
up.
you always pat your legs.
You pat something. Yeah.
I give
Whelp.
a deep sigh sometimes.
Stretch with the whelp is good.
Yeah. Whelp. Now, Grandpa's house, whelp means 30 more minutes.
Yes. And then when Grandpa leaves, there is no warning.
No,
you just look up and he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He left a half an hour ago.
He was done.
Yeah.
And he left.
Grandma came to tell us goodbye.
She would come to tell us goodbye. Grandpa. No. Well. So anyway, Midwesterners, I apologize to people who I am helping.
It's very confusing. Yeah. So, is that your first thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean.
So I've got a thing here.
Okay.
Inflation is happening right now.
So does Maddox. He showed it to Jesse.
Do we need to go? You want me to tell a story?
Okay.
Sure, you can tell
ahead.
the story.
So we're homeschooling Maddox.
Listen,
going through the alphabet.
you're making memories.
It's
He will
great.
watch this when he's 16.
Yes.
And it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And Maddox is how old?
6.
He's 6 years old.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to do the rest of this podcast.
I know. It's all in my head now.
Well, so yeah, we're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing homeschool.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes
Going
I do,
through-
yeah.
Yeah.
I did a yeah earlier today, which is a very yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, then I do get a little
It's
bit
also
of
Stephen Curtis Chapman.
yeah. I do get a little bit of northern because just being in Montana, I do get a little bit
Minnesota.
of that Minnesota. Well, Erica's cousins are from. Hey, and if you're listening or watching. I don't know what's wrong with me.
That's how they say it up there.
They're fans of the show. It's one of my favorite things. I don't see them very often anymore because I don't live up there, but I love to tell them like, hey, it's always good to meet a fan. It's just such a stupid, pretentious thing to say. But they definitely have that. They're from Minot. Oh, they got that. Oh, yeah. That. Yeah. So sometimes I get into that, man. Oh, yeah. I get a little bit like that. Anyway.
Okay, so Maddox.
Maddox is
6 years
homeschooled.
old.
He's 6 years old.
6 years old, homeschooled, going through the alphabet, and I'm just quizzing him. Let me get to letter P.
Because you want to know.
I want to know, yeah. I'm really counting on him to help me out.
The student has now become the teacher.
Listen, public school education did not serve me well.
Not yours, no.
Nope.
No.
So we're doing the letters, and we get to the letter P. I said, okay, P. I said, what word begins with the letter P? Mm-hmm. And without missing a beat, he looks at me dead in the eyes, grins, stands up, pulls down his pants, and says penis.
Okay, yeah, well, there it is.
And he starts laughing.
I think that's inappropriate.
Yeah.
It's
biological.
the medical term.
I couldn't even be mad because he was right.
Sure.
Sorry, Joe.
And I was like, well.
I'm just letting you know now. I mean, Aaron, this is not my, there's only so much I can do. I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know now.
I told you guys before the show, and I said I can't talk about this on the show. I get it.
Word. Jesse, there's ways to say it without saying it.
Well, yeah, but that just makes the story lame.
Well, you could have said pee-pee.
That's not what he said.
Okay.
Right? So I was like, I can't even be mad.
Corrected.
Yeah. The birds and the bees.
Okay.
So
this is a one-time slip. Don't say it again.
Okay. No more.
Okay.
Yeah. So he said it. Looked at me. And he even did a little jig.
Yeah.
Maddox, pull your pants back up. I'm like, this is why we can't send our children to public school.
Yeah.
Because I think he would do that.
Yeah.
In any setting.
Now, if you send him to pubic school,
that's where he should be.
Sorry, Joe, Aaron, I apologize. That came to me. And
hopefully, you don't have guests in the car with you right now. This is a private
episode,
family.
Guest speaker for the weekend.
These guys are real clean.
I love these guys. It's a Christian show. They're family oriented.
They're a real hoot.
They gather everyone in their house around the fireplace, and everyone's listening. This is their first show. You're welcome.
All right.
Was it pubic school? Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
I thought that was pretty good.
That's pretty good. I liked it. Yeah.
Oh. You had a thing.
Yeah. What was I doing? Oh, okay. Inflation.
Yeah.
That's speak of the devil. Inflation is a thing that happens.
Continue. We'll get over
financially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Speaking. And Arizona tea in a tall.
It's 99 cents.
It's 99 cents. Now, let me tell you something. It's been 99 cents for years.
As long as I can remember.
And everybody is praising them for not raising their prices. Mm-hmm. Here's my knock. You've been overcharging us for years. They've been making 60 cents a bottle.
Yeah.
Now they're maybe making 10 cents a bottle.
Sure.
Right? They're still making money. It just makes me mad that everybody's giving them credit.
25 years ago, you were hand over fist.
They were billionaires.
Yeah.
Now they're just millionaires. It just bothers me.
Okay.
It's false, stolen valor is what it is. Arizona tea has been ripping us off for years, and we need to stop praising them. What other things have avoided? Little Caesars is now like $5.99 for a large.
Shut up.
Yeah, and it used to be $5.
It's got to be $5.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
Well, they don't do the $5 footlong anymore.
Nope.
That's the way thing of the past.
Is anything else stayed the same?
$5 foot long. That's a great song.
Is anything else withstood inflation?
Stamps have not.
No.
They're going up.
So there's another thing called shrinkflation, where the size of the candy bar used to be able to get a large candy bar for like
agree with that.
$1. That same dollar candy bar is now the size of a regular candy bar, but they still call it...
The king sized is not what it used to be.
No.
Have you had a king size Snickers? I had one today.
Is it the two little ones?
I did not feel like a king.
No.
I felt like I was eating Halloween candy.
Yeah. No, the last time I bought a king size...
When I eat a king size Snicker, I want to feel like a king.
Yes.
I want to be like, The
last time I had a king size Snickers, it was two fun size.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, what the heck is this?
And now it makes it not fun.
It's the same. Yeah. It's the same because the king size is not just longer.
It's girthier.
It's girthier.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, Jesse, you just sit out for a few minutes.
But it is though, and
yeah,
and What do we have another thing? Is this?
Yeah, well,
hold on.
Okay, please.
I just assumed that as I got larger and fatter, it was my perspective that made it seem. But you're telling me
it's actually shrunk.
It's just shrinkflation.
There's some
Shrinkflation.
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens.
Like bags of chips.
Oh,
bag
85% air.
This big, and it's just a little bit on the bottom.
I hate that. I hate that so bad.
Yeah.
Speak of king, we have a new one.
The queen is dead. Long live the king.
Yes. Queen
Elizabeth II.
Amidala. Yeah.
Queen Amidala herself.
You know, King Charles. King Charles, he could have changed his name. When you become king, you don't have to go with your name.
I didn't know that.
Most people change their names. Most of the kings
could be anything he wants.
He could have been King James. King Edward.
King George.
King George. He could have been whatever king he wanted to be. He could have changed that, but he went with Charles, and he'd be Charles III.
Okay.
He's the third Charles. So,
did you know they hauled that queen around for like 2 weeks in that coffin?
Yeah, they did.
Is she in there the whole time?
Well, they did the same thing with Abraham Lincoln. They
but
just
that was
1,000 years ago. Him. They say that if you dug up Abraham Lincoln today, he would look exactly like he did when he got buried.
I saw a video
so much stuff
with a big hole
recently. I saw a video recently of the last time that they did.
Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? Sorry,
Mary Todd.
She was
not
weird.
Something to look at.
Well, okay.
Well,
am I right?
It was a different time.
She was not eye candy.
She was a little cross-eyed. Had a wandering eye. Just that wandered. What were you going to say about?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, the queen
is dead. Long live the king.
Long live the king.
And now at sporting events, when you hear the British national anthem, they'll be singing "Long live the king" and not "Long live the queen."
The queen has been around since like the 50s.
Truman was president when she became.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Over 70 years.
Her prime minister was Winston Churchill.
That's nuts.
When she became queen.
She lived through World War II as the queen.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
She used to ride a dinosaur. Yeah. She was a good queen.
Was she?
I think so.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Well, I'm sure Alex Jones or something.
Well, she's reptilian.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
she's not really dead.
No.
Okay.
She's an underground dweller.
She seemed to me to be a good queen.
All I know is Betty White lived to be 99. The Queen 96.
Yeah.
Chalk one up for the Americans.
Yeah. Winning.
Yeah. So I'd take Betty White over the Queen any day.
I liked the Queen. I thought she did.
Over Betty White? You crazy?
You know, I got a lot of respect for the Queen.
Over Betty White.
What did Betty White do?
Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Okay. You know.
Amongst other things.
Can you name one other thing other than a commercial that Betty White was in?
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that doesn't count. She wasn't in the cast.
She hosted.
It's hosting. It's hosting.
Have you ever hosted?
If I could, oh my goodness. I mean, I wouldn't now because they're crazy.
Pretty
but
liberal.
Like,
yeah. They got a trans member now.
That would be who doesn't.
I mean,
we do.
Yeah. I was just gonna say
Harrison.
I don't know. Yeah. Whatever.
Okay. What do you got?
So your thing is
inflation and the Queen died.
Yikes.
I got more things. Oh, the tea. It was the Arizona tea thing.
I got something.
For our audience, though, I don't want them to hold your lack of good things against me in their voting to whether it's better with me or without me. I just want that on record.
That what? That I bring the show down?
This one specifically.
Oh, just this one episode? Okay, I'm fine with that.
I've noticed something recently at stores, and I don't like it, and I don't know what I can do about it. I'd like to start some sort of underground movement to get rid of this. So first of all, every Christmas, my family, like many other families across the world,
roast chestnuts.
We over an open fire. We always roast chestnuts over an open fire.
Dangerous in a loft.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to have one, but gosh darn it, it's Christmas.
We're going to do it.
This is happening. So, gingerbread house. We always make a gingerbread house.
Yeah.
Well, we do it with graham crackers and icing because then you could kind of make it like you want it. We used to
eat it.
We used to buy the gingerbread kit.
Yeah.
That one's not as much fun. It's more fun that we do a competition and there's a lot of competition. And I'm very pro gingerbread house. I think it's a very Christmassy thing to do. I'm all for it. Recently now, I think at 3 different stores, I have seen Halloween houses that are made out of gingerbread.
Okay.
I don't like that.
No, it belongs with Christmas.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not necessarily like an anti-Halloween guy. You know, I like let my kids trick or treat and stuff.
It's weird now that they're like 18.
It's strange.
Yeah, but
I it's not like I'm like totally against whatever having fun on that day and dressing up and things like that. I mean, I don't like everything about Halloween.
It's the devil's holiday.
It's the devil's birthday, but I don't. But I never felt like I wanted to tell my kids like you can't dress up like Superman and go get candy.
Yeah.
So I say God invented candy. So we're gonna celebrate and Superman. Yeah,
because it gives you cavities.
Well, it's fallen world. So anyway, I want to get rid of this Halloween house
gingerbread house. You want to replace it with something else.
I just want to get Halloween has its own things.
Has pumpkin
Thanksgiving
carving.
has its things. Christmas has its things. We don't need to cross-pollinate. What next? I'm going to have to put up a Halloween tree or something and decorate it? I'm going to have to put up a Thanksgiving tree? No.
A Halloween bunny.
Yeah, that would be the same thing. We're going to hide eggs on Halloween? No, that is an Easter thing.
Now I want to hide some Halloween eggs.
I don't want to see fireworks on Thanksgiving. I mean, I kind of do. Now that I say that, though. But you see, different holidays have different things. Christmas has the most. I understand that because it's the biggest, best one.
So let's just go through the holidays, and you tell me the most iconic thing
of that holiday.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Halloween.
Trick-or-treating.
Thanksgiving.
Turkey.
Christmas.
Jesus.
Over the tree? I'm going
to say birth of Jesus. I'm going to say nativity.
Well, I mean, that's controversial.
Good safe one.
Some people think he was born in September.
No, probably more likely the spring.
Well, agree to disagree.
Well, I got reasons.
Easter.
The shepherds were out at night, Jason.
Yeah.
Go to the Middle East today. The shepherds are only going to be out at night during the spring when the babies are born because they're protecting the little ones. That's
Easter.
Well,
also Jesus.
Resurrection. Jesus.
Over the bunny?
Turns out Jesus is kind of a big deal. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're going with Jesus for both Christmas and Easter.
So if you want to disallow the actual reason for the holiday and say, okay, that just is
you
what
want to
it
go
is.
with tree and bunny.
I would go tree and bunny.
Or yes. Jesus and Jesus.
It's yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in reverse, if I told you Jesus and you had to give me the holiday.
What? Easter.
Over Christmas?
Yeah.
The birth of our Savior?
Anybody can be born.
I know some people born on
Not anybody
Christmas.
can resurrect.
That's true. The virgin birth, though, that was kind of a big one, though.
One ever.
As far as I know.
4th of July.
Fireworks. What's your answer?
The signing of the Declaration of Independence?
Yeah, we don't think about that.
I think about it all the time. Memorial Day.
But it's not. Barbecue.
Labor Day.
Barbecue.
Christmas. Barbecue.
We're Midwesterners, not Southerners.
Uh-huh.
We don't have to barbecue everything.
Yeah.
Did I miss one?
I don't know. You pretty much hit them all.
Birthday.
Cake.
Correct.
Okay. Jesus.
Let's do a Netflix.
All right. Let's do the
button
Netflix suggestion of the week.
Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Or maybe Amazon Prime or something like that, like YouTube. We don't want to put a box around what you watch, so you never know.
Jason, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
So a couple things.
Okay.
One is a repeat.
All right.
I'm still watching Rings of Power.
Okay, I have not seen episode 4.
Okay.
Is that out?
It is out, yeah. I think they come out every Friday.
Oh, no. I have seen it. I just looked it up.
So there's another one coming out here in 2 or 3 days.
I've seen all 4 episodes. Mm-hmm.
It's growing on me.
Okay.
At first, I wanted to hate it.
I definitely, I wanted to like it and I wanted to hate it.
Yeah.
It's just a real conflicting thing.
Very conflicting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking it for what it is.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm not trying to read too much into it. I'm just trying to enjoy it. So I'm caught up. I like it. It's worth watching, I believe.
Time will tell. Jury's still not in.
Correct. Second, I got 3 things. My third thing is my real suggestion.
Okay.
Second suggestion, Thursday Night Football is now on Amazon Prime.
Are you ready for some football?
Do you know who's in the booth?
A Monday night party.
Thursday night.
We got Frank and Al and Dan. You're going to get your kick started.
Let me just tell you, Hank Williams Jr. should continue to do that forever, even in an AI form. I don't need this Carrie Underwood stuff.
All my rowdy friends are back for Monday night.
I don't need Carrie Underwood doing this.
Monday Night Football was great.
It was the best.
I don't remember the last time I watched Monday Night Football. Do they still do the song?
They do it for Sunday night, and it's Carrie Underwood.
More like Carrie over done.
The one who sings Jesus Takes the Wheel?
She didn't write that song.
Jesus did.
Just like Easter.
Yeah. Here's my suggestion.
Please.
Listen.
On Disney.
For $13.99, I got the 3 bundle.
Ooh.
Hulu, Disney, and ESPN Plus.
And on Disney, you watched
Thor, Love and Thunder.
What'd you think?
It's okay.
That's generally what I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard anywhere from didn't really care for it to it was fine.
It was fine. The third one I loved, Ragnarok.
I heard that they were trying to make her funny, and it didn't play.
Yeah, it was fine.
Didn't they make Loki gay?
He's kind of like...
Well, the multiverse.
Oh, that's the multiverse. I don't watch any of this stuff.
I mean, he swings both ways.
Once again, Joe, Aaron, we're sorry for really...
Jesse
honestly.
continues to bring up the gay stuff, and it's not our fault.
No.
Mm-hmm. And not the Bing Crosby kind. We're just happy.
What's the line where he sings...
I don't know. He's got lots of good songs.
Yeah. Well, he says the word gay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It'll come to me later.
So,
it's not Christmas time. I'm not thinking Christmas songs. The closer, one thing about the podcast, if you've listened to it at all, the closer we get to Christmas, the more I sing.
That is true. Mm-hmm. Which is astounding because you sing every episode. You already have 3 times tonight. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Come Christmas, it's just going to be carols the whole time.
So what's your suggestion?
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
And it was fine. I watched it with the kids. The little boys, they laughed. Mm-hmm. There was lots of funny parts.
Okay.
And, I like
that big rock guy. He's funny.
He's funny.
He's got a New Zealand accent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's pretty good. And I generally like, of all the Marvel characters, Thor might be my favorite.
You would.
Yeah.
I like Ant-Man.
He's fine.
You would.
I also like Star-Lord.
Well,
he's cool.
Chris Pine.
Pratt.
I also like Pratt. And Chris Pine. Star Trek. Chris Prime.
Yes, Chris Prime. That's my favorite streaming service.
Amazon Chris Prime. Christmas.
It's
Prime.
only Chris Prime movies.
I feel like a toddler.
All right. I thought your Netflix suggestion was going to be Andor.
There's 3 out right now.
I know.
They came out, today or yesterday? We haven't watched them yet. We're going to watch them Saturday night.
I was going to watch it last night because I saw it came out and I was really tired.
There's 3 of them.
I know. Yeah. And I was like, this is happening. But then Erica was like, no, Levi's going to be here this weekend. Let's watch it with Levi.
Well, that is a great impression. I really hope she listens to this episode.
Yeah. She was like,
I want to watch it with Levi.
I was like, listen. So
it's not very often he comes home.
Well, Marge Simpson. You should went full Marge right there.
Homie. Oh, homie.
All right.
Let's watch it with Levi.
So then I was talking about, I was like, Erica, should we watch it? She was like,
no, I want to watch it with Levi.
It's kind of like...
I don't care about Michaela and Abby. Levi's my favorite.
Those were the days. Hip right.
All right. I think that's what we were doing there, right?
I don't know. It just kind of morphed into that.
The mom
eventually,
from
All in the Family. A very underrated show and ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was controversial.
Yes.
I wish that could be my suggestion, but I've not watched it
Ever. We had to shut it off
I'm
when it
familiar
came
with
on.
it. I know Sammy Davis Jr. was on,
Yeah.
and they got really kind of heated there for a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've not watched Andor either because I'm waiting for Levi, the chosen one, to come home.
The chosen one.
Everything stops till Levi comes home.
Yeah.
I can't enjoy life.
You're gonna
Don't
make
eat that food. It's for Levi this weekend.
You gonna make your cup of coffee in the morning. Erica's like, can you just wait?
I'm sorry. I just want to live life.
It's 3 days before he gets here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're going to starve the whole time?
Last night she cried for 5 minutes because she was registering our kids for summer camp or for the fall
And not
retreat,
him.
and then looked at him and realized she wasn't the one registering him. He now registers himself to do things
Because he's an adult.
and she was like, that hit me hard. I was like, okay. This is gonna keep on happening. I thought we were done with this.
Yeah.
No. Still crying.
Yeah. You pulled the Band-Aid off quick.
Me?
She's peeling it off slowly.
I pulled the Band-Aid off years ago. So my suggestion is not Andor. I wish it could be.
Do you have Disney?
Yeah, I got Disney.
You picked up I canceled all my subscriptions.
I
and
wasn't
you
using your Disney. I was only using Hulu and Netflix. It was the only things that I was using of yours.
Okay. Amy was using my Disney.
Maybe. I can't answer that. Now Levi's girlfriend has Netflix, and she has watched stuff, and now my suggestion is coming into play right now because I watched this on her Netflix account.
Okay.
New season of The Great British Baking Show. It's here. You've not watched it
No.
because you don't have Netflix.
Is it... Thanks for bringing that up. Mm-hmm. Are they doing one a week?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So one episode has dropped. I want to talk about it, but I can't.
No, you can.
All right. I'll just say, well, I don't want to give anything away about week 1. Are you okay if I give something away?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll forget before
There's
I
a
watch it.
hobbit. All right. Now, he's not a real little person.
Like a contestant.
One of the contestants. He has very little arms.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For some reason, his arms are not
Is he
very
full-size body with little
long.
arms?
He's kind of overweight, and I think maybe it's just...
He's got so much fat, his arms are
I
tucked
think
into
so,
the fat.
maybe, but he's funny. He's
Jesse,
like...
hold out your arms.
It's normal.
No.
So he's very funny. He's easily one of the worst bakers they've ever had.
Wow.
Like nothing he did was like everything was like, the first thing that they did, the very first thing, you should come into it like with this. And it was cake week, by the way.
Oh,
it
come
wasn't
on.
bread week or
Cake week's usually like 6.
pretzel
Week
week
6.
or something, you
Yeah.
know. So, I mean, that should be easy.
Yeah.
And they just had to make mini cakes. That
I
was
love
the
mini
thing.
cakes.
Mini cakes was the
Yeah.
thing. And he couldn't get his buttercream kept on splitting.
Oh.
And so he was like, I don't know what to do. And he's like laughing. And I just love this guy so much. And it was in between him and somebody else. And I was like, please send her home because he deserved to go home. They made the right decision.
Yeah.
He was awful.
Yeah.
Really, really, really bad. And you just kind of laugh about it. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, man, you know.
What
So-
nationality?
He's a white British guy.
I didn't say what color he was.
Okay.
He's a Brit.
He's Brit.
Okay.
He's a Brit. Mm-hmm. So there's a German guy who's
I always like a German guy.
he's gay.
Oh.
he doesn't take that back. He always likes the German guys.
I always like the German.
I wasn't sure. I just thought he was happy German man.
Yeah.
I thought he was, this is wonderful. I'm here cooking and this is so great. And he's kind of like, he doesn't look quite, I don't know. He's not like, you know, and Eric was like, he's gay. And like immediately I was like, I don't know. And then like,
They show his
they always
partner.
do the background
Yeah.
thing. And then literally next scene, him holding hands with this guy while they're walking the smallest dog you've ever seen. I don't know how a dog could get smaller. Oh yeah, making schnitzel, you know.
Oh, I love this streusel. Oh, the streusel is so wonderful. Oh, I love that streusel.
So he's good though.
Uh-huh.
He's very
The
good.
Germans are good.
He might win.
They know how to bake.
He is so good.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's got 2 checks for him,
Oh,
German
yeah.
and gay.
Yeah.
He can cook.
oh yeah. So I love the Great British Baking Show.
It makes me happy.
It makes me so happy. If it makes you happy,
then why the heck are you so sad?
Thanks for saying heck, Jesse.
You're welcome.
Who sings that?
Sarah
Me.
McLachlan.
Let's keep it that way.
He
knows
I
the
don't
joke.
know. Is it Sarah McLachlan?
I don't know.
It was a good
I
guess.
just think crying puppy dogs.
I don't think it's McLachlan. I think it's the McLachlan group. I think it's
Yeah.
Sarah McLachlan.
I prefer the McLachlan group.
You don't know what the McLachlan group
No.
is, do you?
No.
PBS.
Next.
You just know from SNL.
Yeah,
I actually watched it.
Yeah. So anyway, I like the Great British Baking Show.
It makes me happy. Mount Rushmore of
I'm excited about this.
great British baking show items. So like cake. Cake week is a thing.
Items?
Bread week?
Oven.
No.
Mixer.
Like no, stop.
Paul.
What do they
Are you
call
a Mary Berry guy or are you a Prue guy?
Mary Berry.
Prue has grown on me.
I like Prue, but Mary Berry.
At first, I was angry at her because she
Yeah.
wasn't Mary Berry, but eventually, I grew.
Prue's fine.
I grew to love her, like when your uncle gets married to another woman, and you're like, she's all right.
Prefer the original.
I like the original.
Yeah.
But
the
that's what I
remake
was
is-
used to.
Now I have to learn a new name.
I only see her like 5 times a year, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
So,
The weeks. Cake week. Bread week.
yes. Mount Rushmore of the weeks.
Yes.
Okay. Cake week.
Yes.
Bread week.
Yes.
Biscuit week.
Biscuit week is a big one.
Those are all the big ones. And then,
Are there really very many more things that you can bake? Like when you say bake, it's like cake, bread, biscuit,
pie.
Yeah.
They don't really do pies.
No, a pie is more of an American thing, I think.
They would do tarts.
Oh, tart. Okay. Very sophisticated. It's a good way of saying donut.
They do do donuts.
You've been called a tart.
Yeah,
Okay.
a couple times.
Especially in that
They
shirt.
do donuts.
Yeah.
Great shirt.
But I don't know if they have a donut week, though,
Yeah.
I don't know, because they'll do like German week or Italian week, or they do all sorts of other things. So I don't know. But
Okay.
definitely biscuit, cake, and bread.
That's
Those
the
are the
big
big
three.
ones. But
Yeah.
I don't know that there's another one that's just like normal. I'm not really tracking.
Just stick with tart.
Okay, tart week.
Tart week. I don't think it's ever
Tart
been a
week.
thing.
Rhymes with fart week.
Stop.
Hey, I got one.
Okay.
Okay.
I have been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Created by.
Andy Samberg is one of the producers.
You know who created it?
Nope.
Mose
Okay.
from The Office.
Oh, okay.
What's his name?
Yeah.
He's the one that did Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And he did Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
So Savannah and I watched all of The Office. Savannah, we absolutely love it. And I just started seeing clips of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like on Facebook and stuff. I was like, this looks really funny. And we have dove into it.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I've not really watched it, but I've seen the scene where he's, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen, where he starts singing that Backstreet Boys song, Ain't Nothing But a Heartache. And he has the different people singing it, you know.
Yep.
That scene is very funny. You should Google it. Speaking of
It's just very good.
the Office,
Yeah.
you got a thing?
Well, I was going to play this thing.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was
You
funny,
do that.
but we're running short on time. If your thing is funny.
I don't know that it's funny. I don't know.
There's a lady. Her name is Linda Paulsen. Do you know this?
No.
Okay. Linda Paulsen is running for office in the state of Utah.
Oh, I sent this to you.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know you sent it.
And I said I'm moving to Utah.
I didn't watch it. I heard it on a podcast.
I sent this to you. This is on our feed. Anyway, yes, this is fantastic. This is real, by the way. Yeah, this is on our group.
Hey, Utah District 12, listen up right here. There's a new name on the ballot for the Senate this year. My name is Linda Paulsen, Republican and awesome. Love God and family and the Constitution. I tried to get another conservative to run. Nobody could do it, so I'm getting it done. I'm pro-religious freedom, pro-life, pro-police, the right to bear arms and the right to free speech. I want less government, Control and regulation want to stop and expose all political corruption where integrity, morality, accountability. Government programs should lead to self-sufficiency and support traditional family as the fundamental unit of society. But in schools, they're pushing for new beliefs. And just to clarify this, because there's some who can't define this, as a female adult, I know what a woman is.
Oh! Tell me that's not the best thing. That is the best.
I put that on our feed. We have a shared text thing that Jesse's not getting anymore because he has an iPhone. And I posted the thing, and I said, I'm moving to Utah.
I saw that. I just didn't click it.
He's like, oh, whatever Dan sends is probably not good.
Stupid.
And he finds the same thing. This is the best thing ever.
This thing I found. It's amazing. I'm voting for her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will find a way to vote for her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
legally
she's awesome.
or illegally.
I'll do it.
She has my vote. Linda Paulsen, Utah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's state senate or actually Senate, but
I don't care. I'll vote for her for president. I'll vote for her to be the next queen.
My name is Linda Paulsen.
Mm-hmm. It's so good. She's got flow.
Oh.
She probably tries to, can we get Beyonce on this? No.
No,
I don't think
She's like asking about all the rappers.
She doesn't. Is Beyonce a rapper?
I don't think she is.
I don't know. I don't listen to that garbage. When you guys said the Queen
Obviously
is
Linda
dead.
Paulsen
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Isn't that Beyonce?
No.
Just to the
TLC, not Destiny's Child. If you like it, then you should put a ring on it.
That you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. But I think you're moving too fast. Sorry.
Linda Paulsen.
I've been playing this stupid game. We can end with this.
Okay.
You ever start playing a game on your phone and you're just like, this is so stupid?
Ball stack. I've been doing it.
Repeat the word?
Ball stack.
Okay, good. Stack. That's a hard T
I'm
there.
sorry. You stack balls is the game. You have to arrange them and stack them in order.
And then they fall if you don't do them right or something?
No, you clear them out. When you line up like 4 in a row,
It sounds exciting. Yeah. I've been playing this game, and it's just so stupid. It's The Office.
Okay.
It's like branded The Office. And you just are running The Office, and you can like upgrade their desks and make more money. You know what I mean? And I have like right now, like I have Jim's desk at like a level 3. I'm trying to get Stanley's desk at a level 3, but it's taking a lot of money. And you just collect coffee and money, and you know you can get like the bobblehead for Dwight's desk, but it costs a lot of money. But once you get it, his productivity goes way up. You know,
gotta get that bobblehead.
I got Oscar an adding machine. That was like a big deal.
Yeah.
And the game is so stupid. It is so stupid. It is just pressing, but it's nothing. It's a nothing game. It takes no skill.
Yeah.
It's not particularly entertaining. And I can't stop playing it. Like I'm just like right now I'm like I think I could clear some things and get some more coffee. You know, like I'm thinking about it right now. It's so stupid.
It's no ball stack.
I don't recommend it. Like if you're at home thinking, "Oh, I'm going to play this Office game." Don't do it. It's so stupid. Well, I started to play it, and then I got to a point of no return where I'm like,
well, now you have to.
Now I got to get to that.
You got to finish
I got to get to episode 7, you know, and to get to the, get some Scott coins. It's like a whole thing. It's so stupid.
It sounds totally made up.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's really dumb.
I want some Scott coins.
All right. I could really use some Scott coins right now. They come in. I got a little early in the game. I was a little generous with my Scott coins. I was like, I'm just going to use these Scott coins on everything. And later I'm like, man, I wish I would have held on to those Scott coins. This is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, but sit. Good dog. I've spoken.
I've spoken.
Oh, okay.
That's my thing.
9-9?
What is that?
It's the Brooklyn 9-9 thing.
They
my
say that on the
tagline.
show?
Nobody
Yeah.
asked you to say anything.
Oh, it's here to stay. 9-9? No, sometimes German. When they're like gearing up to do something like big.